What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Rylan Trades. Everybody hit that like and subscribe button today, because what we're going to do is identify support and resistance zones and how to really impact your trading in a way that makes you become profitable in no time. So alright, you guys, so as you guys can see, we're actually on the Euro US dollar here. So I want to identify these zones, guys, and you guys know support and resistance zones are great zones, right, where you go off of, where price rejects from and uses support off of. So basically we're going to start identifying a support zone. So let's go ahead and go into a specific area on the chart here. So as you can see, we have this chart around the 1 hour, and as you can see, I'm going to identify a support zone. So where's our support? So what we want to first look for, guys, to identify a support zone area is to look for relative equal low. So as you guys could see, we have relative equal low here, we have another one here, and we have one above that. Okay, the more lows you get kind of around the same area, right, you want to mark that out. So price rejects off an area like that. So as you can see, we got one here too. This one came down into this area here. Okay, so we're just gonna highlight these two lows here, and we're gonna spread this over here. Okay, so we got this low and we got this low here, and then as we go spread it out across our chart, once price comes into that area, we're looking for an entry on a lower time frame, which then hits that area, then bounces off that area. Okay, this is called our support range here. Okay, our support range consists of relative equal lows followed by a zone we marked out, then price gets into that zone, then we go for a buy in that zone, just because it is a support zone. Price rejected it many times. Alright, you guys, so as you guys can see, here we are on the 15-minute chart on the Euro US dollar here. So I want you to take a minute and pause the video here for a second, because I want you to find a support zone based off of what I told you. So again, we're looking for relative equal lows. So go ahead and take a second to find that support zone. It's pretty obvious. If you did find it, it is actually going to be in this zone. Why is this your zone? Well, this is your zone because, as you can see, price came down, created a low, and then price came down this area again, created another low, which is relative equal, and then did it one more time. So obviously this is our support zone, because price comes into here and rejects off of that, which then we could go drop down to a lower time frame and place an entry. But this is our support zone. So what does price do now after hitting it one more time? Let's see if it goes back to this area. So price comes up, down, boom, right there. Comes back to our area, and then will it bounce off from here or continue lower? Let's go ahead and see here. Price goes in our zone, and then boom, it continues higher, as you can see. So again, it followed the same things that these lows did. So this low came in here, bounced off again, came in here, bounced off again. Same thing here. This is when you can instantly right here place an entry on a lower time frame. So this is our support zone here. And now let's go ahead and do the opposite, and let me show you guys a resistance zone. Alright, guys, looking at this chart here, we're looking at a resistant area zone. So where is our resistance? It's like support, but the exact opposite. So we're looking from price to get into a zone where it rejects off of, which doesn't get through that zone, which acts as resistance. So as you can see, same thing like we did with our support, looking for lows, which is a support zone. Okay, we're going to look for resistance. So where's our resistance? Same thing like we did for lows. Look for more relatively equal highs. So now look at one. These are really even. I like to look up there. We got these that are slightly even. I am going to mark out this zone here. So let's go ahead and mark out from this candle. I'm going to mark out this zone from the top of those little highs. So now, since we got our resistance zone, we're going to see if price gets into this area and bounces downwards into from that area. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Price comes into that area, comes in again, making a bunch of relative equal highs here, and then price comes really into it to the midpoint of that. Price actually rejects off of that area because it acts as support. as you guys can see. So then when it gets into your zone, more like half or so, that's exactly when you can go ahead and go into a lower time frame. For example, the 1 minute, and then you can go ahead and place a short position with a fair value gap. So right here will be a nice little fair value gap. Boom. Comes in, comes down out of that area, as you guys could see, and there's your entry. So basically, we're using the support and resistance zones, right, to have a bias in the market, to go on a lower time frames, to actually place an entry for your trading. And this will help you trading a lot. And if you do like using support and resistance zones, it's going to help you as well on the lower time frames. So as you guys can see, let's go ahead and try one yourself. So alright, you guys, so now I want you to take a moment and find resistance and support zone areas. So go ahead and take a minute, and if you did say the support was right here, you are correct, because look at right here, the sum equal lows, sure, but price doesn't come in the future and kind of go back to exactly where this area is. We want to look for a lot of lows coming in there. Okay, so as you can see, we got a low here, we got a low here, here, here. Okay, I'm going to mark out this area. This will be my support zone. So if we did have wicks coming down to here, then that would be more of a zone, as you can see, but it's not the case. So we're actually going to mark out the areas where there's a lot of lows rejecting from the area, which acts as support. So as you can see, comes down here, boom, climbs higher. Comes down here, climbs higher a little bit, comes back down, boom, touches it, bounces off of that for a big move. And then price comes down, boom, and price uses the low of it, right, and comes up. As you guys could see, this is our support zone. And now where's our resistance zone, guys? Okay, we have a high, we have another high, we have another high being used here, and we got this here and this. Okay, let's go ahead and mark out this here. This is our area zone here for resistance. So as you guys can see, now we got a range here which we could go off of to give us entries in the market in the future. Relative equal highs here, we got two. We have another one that hit this zone, came off, boom, there's your entry, boom, here and also here, right here, used a high of it and then came down from that area, as you guys could see, and then eventually it will use this area, right, and actually close out of it. Right when it closed out of it, that's technically a breakout. And then once you do that, this could be your support. Then price kind of comes back to this area and uses this area support here, as you guys can see, which then uses our support zone. So that resistance becomes support later on if it's broken. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. With that being said, hope you guys have a great day and hope you guys implement this strategy and support and resistance zones, because these zones are unique and they're great. Pretty easy to mark out too as well, pretty beginner friendly. And guys, if you want to be profitable at trading, you got to use this. Okay, you got to use this and to have a bias on the higher time frames to place an entry on the lower time frames so that you could be profitable here in 2025. Guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and shut this video down, and hope you guys like this video and subscribe, because I'm here for you all the way, guys. With that being said, I'll see you next time in another video. Peace out.